We have some more insight on the exclusivity of Activision Blizzard games for Xbox. Limited Run is finally going to be releasing Xbox games, and there is an interesting hire over at Tango Gameworks. Welcome back to another video, guys. If you enjoy daily content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So after the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, we're going to have the same song and dance, the exact same song and dance as we had when they acquired Bethesda. But basically, like all the time, people are going to be asking if games are going to be exclusive to Xbox. I mean, we saw them still talking about Elder Scrolls and Starfield and whether those are going to be exclusive, even though Phil Spencer had explicitly confirmed that they were. So it's just hilarious to see, but we're going to see that same thing going forward. And I mean, we don't really have any information, but logically you're thinking that they're going to do the exact same thing as they did with Bethesda. And we kind of see that in these SEC filing documents here. So here's the first part of the document that points to what's going to happen. How does this transaction impact existing partner agreements? Sony, Google, Apple. Will this change what we're able to offer our partners or how we structure our agreements? And it says here, we will honor all existing commitments post-close. As with Microsoft's acquisition of Minecraft, we have no intent to remove any content from platforms where it exists today. We would be open to discussions to enter into an agreement to confirm our intent when it is appropriate to do so. So the main thing here, we have no intent to remove any content from platforms where it exists today. Meaning, just like with the Bethesda deal, legacy content that was already on other platforms is going to stay. We even saw that with Psychonauts 2, where they still released it on PlayStation 4 because of those deals and those commitments. And that's exactly what's going to happen with this. Now in the filing, it also asks, what will the relationship between Xbox and Activision Blizzard be? And it says, Activision Blizzard's games exist on a variety of platforms today, and we plan to continue supporting those communities moving forward. The transaction is about increasing the availability of Activision Blizzard's content across more platforms. This is consistent with Microsoft's commitment to giving players more choice to play the games they want anywhere. Now, this obviously is pointing towards the variety of platforms you can play games from the Xbox ecosystem, PC, console, on the cloud, on your phone, on a tablet, through a browser, all that type of stuff. That's what I believe they're referring to there. And when they say they plan to continue supporting those communities moving forward, again, the communities such as the PlayStation community will still be supported for the games that are currently on that platform, but I don't foresee the future games being on PlayStation. And then it says, how will this transaction affect our pipeline and existing games? How will current projects be affected by the transaction after the deal closes? Will we work on non-Activision Blizzard titles and products within Microsoft, Xbox, and Bethesda? The answer to that is we do not anticipate that this news will affect the rollout of Activision Blizzard's current pipeline or existing games. Until close, it remains business as usual, and both companies will continue to operate independently. We are still working to finalize the specifics of the future organization. For now, we ask that you stay focused on your current responsibilities. So there you have it. I mean, all of the games currently within the works of Activision Blizzard are most likely going to go to completion. Nothing's going to change between now and the time the deal closes. That's probably why Bobby Kotick is still on. And then as soon as the final transfer goes over to Xbox, he is going to be gone. But in terms of the actual development studios themselves, I think they're going to operate it similarly to what they did with Bethesda, where they're just going to allow the people to kind of do what they've been doing. The only big difference I see here is that clearly Activision Blizzard needs a major culture change. So Xbox is going to do something when it comes to their culture, when it comes to the workplace safety and just the overall feeling that employees have with the Activision Blizzard culture, because I think the majority of employees want Xbox to do something. It's not like Bethesda where it seems like the culture was already great and changing it would just interrupt the satisfaction that the employees currently have there. So that will be interesting to see what Xbox does to turn around Activision Blizzard. And hey, maybe they'll even open up the pipeline between studios, and if somebody from another studio wants to go help out on like the next Call of Duty game, they're going to be open to that, and vice versa. And just to finish things off on this topic, if you do remember, Microsoft did say yesterday that they want to offer as many Activision Blizzard games as possible on Xbox Game Pass. So I mean, it just sounds like exactly what happened with Bethesda. They can't fully say anything on the exclusivity of these games until the deal closes, but what I suspect from reading that and from reading in between the lines is that future games, Xbox ecosystem, legacy games such as Call of Duty Warzone will stay on the platforms they're currently on. So there's some good news here if you're into the limited run games, if you're into those kind of special edition releases that they do, which I think they're actually very, very cool. But they never had any games for Xbox. But it looks like that's going to change as they tweeted this out. Our games sure are going to look good in green. Our first Xbox game is slated to release this summer. Which Xbox games would you like to see get a limited run release? So I mean, this is awesome because if you go over to their site, I mean, they have some really cool limited edition games. I actually got Streets of Rage 4 from limited run, and it always comes with extra goodies and kind of brings you back to the old school days when you bought a game and there was a manual and there was always stuff within the box, which you don't really get anymore. So very cool to see that. I mean, there are so many games that are coming out that could be released with limited run. The first one I think of that I would love to see is that .emu game that's coming out, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Would be cool to get an Xbox limited run release. That'd be something I would definitely be looking to buy. But let's go through some of the comments and see what people want. Panzer Dragoon, I think that would be a great one. Metal Jesus Rock says Hydro Thunder Hurricane. I mean, I don't really know too much about that game. I think I've seen him talk about it before, but that would be cool. Psychonauts 2, I think, would be a perfect release for limited run. That would be a game if you want to revitalize it, put some more people out to buy it with a physical version, put some really cool goodies in there. GoldenEye 25th Anniversary Edition, that would be awesome. We know that there may be a remake or a remaster of GoldenEye coming out now that, I mean, Xbox has Activision. It makes it even more possible. Again, Panzer Dragoon Orta, Jet Set Radio feature, that would be awesome. So yeah, this is really cool. Really happy to see that limited run games are finally getting into releasing Xbox games. And to end things off for this video, Xbox has hired the lead game designer on Bayonetta 3 that now works at Tango Gameworks. So if we look here at the LinkedIn posting, as we can see, worked at Platinum Games for 4 years and 1 month as lead game designer, then went to Phoenix Game Productions and now is a game designer at Tango Gameworks. And as we know, Tango Gameworks is one of those Japanese developers that Xbox acquired in the Bethesda deal. And Japanese developers are something that Xbox needs to continue to focus on so they can get more games within their ecosystem. Now, overall, the actual significance of this hire is hard to tell. I mean, the person's name is here. It's Marius Herman Vaisius. I'm not sure if I said that right, but this is a person that's actually worked on Scalebound, and it looks like that he may just be there to temporarily finish Ghostwire Tokyo. So this most likely isn't for a new game, at least yet, and maybe they'll keep him on after Ghostwire Tokyo is finished. The unfortunate thing about it for Xbox is that even though this is an Xbox game studio, obviously it has that exclusive deal with PlayStation, and we're not going to get Ghostwire Tokyo for right when it comes out. And then we're going to have to wait even longer for Tango's next game, unless they have another team working on a new game or something like that. So we'll see how it works out. But all I know is Bayonetta 1 and 2 are two of some of my favorite games that I played. I absolutely love that series. So I hope Bayonetta 3 comes out soon. It's supposed to be out in 2022 on Nintendo Switch. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about all of this stuff in the comments below. What do you think about the exclusivity talk now that's going to happen with Activision Blizzard and Xbox? What are your thoughts on limited run games? Are you excited that Xbox releases are coming and that hire from Tango Gameworks? Do you think it's significant at all? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, you like what you saw throughout this video, I appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.